Heck with the baby, she's out. All right, so I'm here with my buddy Al up in Ocala. He's got a female. I was in the area, so he called me. Want to know if I want to check this out, because it's always kind of cool. You get a female guarding a nest. Get her out. I'm probably going to put the noose on her. I'd love to be able to work her, but she's not going to give me that kind of time. I'll play with her once or twice. She'd dive back in the water. But see if I can get her to chase me out. We'll put the noose on her, and then we're going to have Robbie from Get Swamped is going to head out here and grab the eggs. We'll get her out of here. We'll get the eggs incubated over at Robbie's. She'll be with her eggs at Robbie's when they hatch out, so it'll be good. Now this should be easy, but whenever they're easy, they end up not being easy. Come on, little girl. Where you at, mama? Are these my eggs? Come on, little girl. I'm gonna get those babies. Heck with the babies, she's out. She's a good size. Good size little female. Let her run a little bit. Go ahead, girl. Get tired. I'd rather have you get tired out there than have to get all muddy with you. Go ahead, girl. Oh, that rope's slipping. Got to keep a little more tension on it. Come on, baby. Let's see if we get one more like that. All right, so all I'm doing right now is letting her get tired in the water. A lot less stress on her to just roll around in the mud like that. As opposed to dragging her up and jumping on her back. It should be a lot easier to transport that way over to Robbie's. She's not going to bang around too much. So I think she's about done. A lot of times, you approach a female on a nest, she'll run at you. That's like one of the very few times you'll ever see a gator run at you. It's when she's guarding that nest. But you can see she kind of had the Doritos mentality of like, yeah, I'll make more. I'm gonna leave. Now, if I had tried that underneath technique when we first walked up, there's a good chance she would have jumped right in my face because, again, she's guarding the babies. So, this is my buddy Al, by the way. Al's been catching gators for how long?
Almost 40 years now.
40 years, so he's been doing it longer than I have, so he's as good as they get. And
I'm retired. I turned it over to the guys who really do it good. You guys.
Yeah, right. He's as good as anybody you'll ever see. But yeah, he was nice enough to let me know about this, and we're gonna get her wrapped up. Al called Robbie from Get Swamped. He's gonna come out here and grab this beautiful girl and bring him over to his his spot, and she'll be out in the marsh with the rest of the alligators, and she'll do real good. He's also going to take the nest, I believe, and they'll incubate the eggs and hatch them all out. So
fortunately, you know, doing the nuisance alligator control stuff over all the years, I've been able to make some really great friends who are great with gators. Paul being, you know, top of the top. Love having Paul come up and give me a hand, so we can take a lot of these alligators and save them, especially when it comes to the babies, hatch them out, get them to farm, get them to different places where we don't have to do anything other than continue keeping these alligators healthy and their population going.
yeah, Al was saying we pulled in, the grass hasn't been mowed around here because you can see all this long grass sticking up. The landscapers are getting chased away. Every time they get within about 20 feet, she'd run after them. So she didn't run after me. She probably knew I was here to take her out of here.
Yeah. One of the good things about being, you know, working with the state nuisance alligator program is that fortunately most of the trappers have some experience, and when they said this was the situation, it immediately red flagged me that it sounds like a mother with a gator, especially this, or mother with baby, especially this time of year, or nest, and it coming out and chasing lawnmowers is not something that alligators generally do. So that being the case, I found out that there was a nest, went through the Fish and Wildlife Commission, got the okay to remove the nests, reach out to Paul, reach out to Robbie, made sure they all had homes. Simple, easy, and we're done, and nobody gets hurt.
Look at that beautiful girl.
Oh, hi, sweet baby. She's so cute.
She is adorable.
Aww.
I was going to put her up here on the flat.
She's so cute.
So we're going to put a tape measure on her, find out how big she is. She's actually a lot bigger than I thought she was. Even Al, who's been doing this forever, he saw her and thought she was about 5.5, 6 feet. And I did too when I saw the head. That little peanut head, she's probably fairly young. But she got some good genetics in her because she's long. So, yeah, beautiful blonde stripes on her.
Teenage job. She is 7 foot on the dot.
I need to get one of those things on my phone. That's high tech.
You would not even know how to work it.
Nah. All right, brother.
What's up, bro?
Nothing. We got her caught up. We haven't touched the nest. We don't know what's in there. I'm pretty sure, I mean, Al says she's been on that nest for...
Yeah, they said a couple weeks.
Yeah.
A couple weeks.
So I'm assuming she already laid the eggs.
It's packed pretty good.
She doesn't look super thick to me, so...
I don't know. She looks bell-shaped, and she's young, so this would
Yeah.
probably be her first season. We'll take the eggs, we'll throw them in the incubator. It works out better that way.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
And you get a higher hatch rate and everything.
Yep.
And then we'll raise those babies up and add them to the farm.
All right, you got a place to put her?
Let's do her legs, and we'll throw her in the back of the pickup truck.
Robbie saved me because my girlfriend probably would have killed me if I put this alligator in the back of her car and then a bunch of eggs in her kids' car seats.
Now, the reason we dig these, if we have to remove a female alligator like this that's guarding a nest, this nest has no defense anymore. So basically raccoons, possums, anything can come in here and dig it and not get interrupted while digging, because obviously we took mother out of here, so she's not doing her job defending the babies. I didn't think she laid yet. We're too far up north.
Well, with the temperatures this year and the breeding starting so early, I thought there was that possibility. Because
Oh, there's always a possibility. Let's check this side though, Z.
Yeah, they're...
Now doing this, they're guarding nests, but they haven't laid yet. Now an hour south of here, Orlando, they're already laying. And then some parts down south, they're close to getting hatching already.
Yeah, we'll hatch out end of the month.
Yeah. There they are.
We were just about to make the call that there was no eggs in here, and Robbie, because he's extra vigilant.
Now this is a young alligator. You can see how small these eggs actually are. And I don't know if these eggs are going to be good, guys. We'll try them. But if you can see...
I got a thing of peat moss if you want it.
Yeah, grab that.
Right,
They're so discolored. These have been underwater. Now what happens there is eggs breathe through the shell. So they need air. Once these are submerged underwater, the embryo will actually drown. It's an amazing thing how something so fierce and so been around the earth for millions of years, yet it's so delicate.
Yeah,
It is soaking down in here.
so there's.
We'll throw them in the incubator for a couple days, Z, and check what they're doing.
Yep.
Paul, if you want to set them up in there.
You can't even see if they're banded, they're so discolored.
Yeah, you can't even see the banding.
Now, whenever you pull the croc or gator eggs out, you always want to have them in the same position. Otherwise, they will die. And we just put them in a bed of peat moss to keep them in the same position and keep them basically protected from the ride home.
How many you guys got in there?
This is 7.
Make sure we
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, this is a young gator. The water was probably up to about here.
No, that
last
was
week.
100% underwater.
Yeah.
The thing is, they've got a way better shot of hatching out now than they would have had we left them alone,
Right.
even with
Let's
the female
throw
there.
some of this on.
So
It's
this actually may end up being an egg rescue more than anything else, because it's going to get wetter and wetter. That if those didn't get completely soaked just from rain, that water's going to be up. She's, like he said, Robbie said, it's a young female. She's inexperienced at making a nest. She built this one way too close to the water, or laid the eggs too deep. Only 13 eggs. Robbie's going to take them and incubate them. There is a chance they'll survive. If we didn't remove her and those eggs, I would say 100% they would have not made it, because it was right at the water line. Looks like they were already wet anyway. But we're getting into the rainy season. They're going to be underwater completely in a few weeks. So, yeah, female's out. She's safe. Robbie's going to take care of her. Ready.
She's like, hey, there's water down there. Where's my net? And then she's off. There you go. Another successful release.
So of all the places I relocate gators, Robbie's is my favorite, because he's got 10 acres out here in the gator enclosure. 7 of the acres are water, marsh, and 3 acres of land. So it's perfect for these guys to find their own spot, get away from each other. You don't have a whole lot of fights out here. Plenty of places to lay their nests during the breeding season. Really is just a perfect habitat for the alligators out here. That's why I love this place so much.